Welcome, 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 everybody, to another mid.
Did we lose her?
All righty, guys. I apologize. I don't know what's going on with me. My head is all out of whack right now. But listen, thank you guys for tuning in for another Wednesday call, another motivation and business call with your girl. You know who I am, Solandia Hammond, a.k.a. Sue Ham, baby. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you decided to give me 15, 20 minutes of your time, and for that, I am delighted. So, guys, here we are, right? Again, on another beautiful Wednesday, we're alive and we're well. We're tuning in either to the live call or maybe you're listening to the recorded call. Either way, you're tuning in, and I'm delighted about that. Let me give you just a brief synopsis because some of you may not know me. This may be your first time listening to the call. Just the reason on why I wanted to start this call is because Wednesdays, right? Everybody's like, oh, I made it to the hump day, and usually they're taking off their pack, they're taking off their shoes, they're taking off their socks, and they're reclining in the chair, and they're saying, oh, just 2 more days, and I'm done. Basically, they become lackadaisical, right? So what I wanted to do was start a call to help to motivate people to finish the week out strong, to stay inspired, and to also share business tips and strategies that you can implement into your business, your career, your life, to really take it to another level. So that's the reason for starting this call. Just want to let you know that I am somebody who has gone through the trials and the tribulations of life. And if you live long enough, you'll go through it, right? But here's the beauty of it. The great thing is that we can rise up out of the ashes. You know, I'm a woman who has gone through filing bankruptcy, repossessions and foreclosures, having the suicidal thoughts, going through depression, hating a job that I had to go to, but I needed to go to it because I needed to pay my bills. And then at the turn of it all, losing everything, but then being blessed to become a self-published author, a coach, internet marketer, business and motivational speaker, and just traveling the world, living my life on purpose and being the best mother and girlfriend that I can be. So I do these calls to inspire people to start their businesses, to live their lives. To me, the boss life equals living purposely. So if you are living purposely, go ahead and know that you are living the boss life. So, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started with today's call. So welcome again all the newbies and all the old timers. We want to thank you for coming. Don't take that the wrong way, okay? But today's call, right, is how to attract new customers. Because some of you may have a pool of customers, right, and they may have just kind of fall back on buying things from you. So you're probably saying to yourself, how do I get my existing pool of customers to buy my new products and services, or how do I attract new customers because, the old customers are not buying like they used to, or maybe they've bought all my products and services. Now, here's my thing for that, okay? With the current customers that you may have, one thing you need to do is you need to be creative and think out of the box. Stop trying to think that you know what your customers need. Okay, on one hand, you do have to, be kind of psychic and think ahead for your customers. But for customers that are your current customers, here's what you need to do if you want to continue to get sales out of those existing customers. Ask them what they want. Ask them what they want. Now, you can do that in many ways. When they come into your store, if you own a brick and mortar business, ask them what they want. Ask them what they need help with. Ask them if the products and services that you have been providing them have been helpful. And ask them if they need additional help. Do an email survey. Do some type of survey. Maybe call them. Do you know how many people are shocked by getting a phone call that's not a telemarketer today? Let me tell you something. I'm an internet marketer, so you already know I like to do stuff via the internet, right? I try to avoid the phone at all costs, like it is the bubonic plague. But here is the thing, because so many people are avoiding making phone calls. They don't mind texting. They don't mind sending emails. They don't mind getting on Facebook and inboxing somebody or LinkedIn. But the vast majority of people are trying to avoid phones. If you look at most businesses out there nowadays, these huge businesses, they usually don't even have a phone number for you to call them. The only way to get in contact with them is through email or to fill out some customer support, which sucks, right? But that's just the way it is because it's the wave of the internet. So, guys, if you just happen to get on the phone with your existing customers and call them out of the blue, identify who you are, let them know you don't want anything. You're not trying to sell them anything right now, right? But just call them and say, hey, this is Lance, this is Stevie, this is Maurice, and I was just calling to check in with the products that you got or the services that I provided. Just checking in to see if everything's going good. Did you need additional help with anything? Or, can you tell me what you like most about the product? Can you tell me what you like least? How can I improve it? Guys, I'm telling you, you are going to shock your customers out of their shoes for the simple fact that, one, you genuinely care. Two, you took the time to pick up the phone and call them. Three, you acknowledge them. And four, you are trying to find out if what you gave them actually met their needs. Now, so that is one way to think out of the box and to get your existing customers to continue to buy from you. Because what are you going to do, guys? You're going to strengthen the trust that they have with you. You're going to strengthen your likability. We all know that for customers to buy, right, they have to like you. They have to like you. They have to like your brand. They have to trust you. They have to trust your brand, right? But also, once they have bought from you, they have to feel like they got their money's worth. That's important. They have to feel like they got their money's worth. If you want repeat customers to buy, if you want repeat sales from the same customers, you have to give them their money's worth. Actually, my motto is to exceed their expectations, because then they're going to be throwing money at you like it's crazy. Every time you come out with a new product or new service, they're going to, before you even get to tell them what it is, they're going to be like, oh, I already know it's going to be good. I'm going to get it. And let me tell you why. I love music, right? And please, guys, don't look at me the wrong way, but I love Michael Jackson and I love R. Kelly, right? As far as I'm concerned, those are the two musical geniuses of my era. And because I'm so in love with them and I'm so accustomed to them putting out quality music, I would not sample their music whenever they put out a new album. I would simply find out when it was dropping and go and purchase it. Well, guess what, guys? Your customers, your existing customers are the same way. If you are continuously putting out value-packed products, value-packed services, as soon as you announce, hey, I've got this coming out and it's going to help you generate more sales, they're going to take you at your word because they know they've already bought 2 or 3 other products from you and they've been phenomenal. So guess what they're going to do? They're going to buy that 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th product from you. But you guys have got to continuously exceed their expectations. And how do you do that? By following up with them, by continually to love your customers. Yes, I said love your customers, because if you love your business, you're going to love your customers because you want to provide them with excellent products and services, all right? And you want to follow up with them. So that's how you're going to get your existing customers, guys, to continue to buy from you over and over again. Now, here's something else I've learned along the way to get existing customers to continue to buy from me. Is once they bought, right, like I said, we can follow up with a phone call because we know nobody gets phone calls nowadays. If you can continue to follow up with emails. But not only that, here's something you can do. I sell a lot of products and services, right? So sometimes I'll get together my customers and I'll say, hey, guys, guess what? Because they know I'm a busy lady. I'll say to them, listen, I'm doing a conference call, a 30-minute conference call where you guys get to come in and you get to ask me questions about the products or the services that I just sold you, okay? Yep, I'm making myself accessible to you. Now, guys, anybody that follows me on social media know that I'm really busy. I'm speaking somewhere. I'm creating products. I'm coaching someone. So when I make time for existing customers to talk to them, guys, I got to tell you, they are excited beyond belief, and they are on those calls. And so when I'm on those conference calls, guys, I can do one of 2 things, right? I can go ahead and entertain their questions, which I actually do because that is the sole purpose of the call. But at the same time, they're also providing me with information, unbeknown to them, they're providing me with information of what they actually need more of. Because when I get a question about something that I have not created yet, right, the light bulb goes off and tells me, boom, oh, I need to create a product on that. Oh, I need to provide them a service for that because, see, there's a need. How do I know there's a need? Because they're presenting me with a question. And even though I know the answer, I still don't have it in a product form. I don't have it in a service form. So now that I'm getting their feedback and I'm getting what they need, guess what? I can go back and create that product or that service and be like, hey, guys, boom. You know, as a result of so many of you asking about this, I've created this product, or I now have this service where we can help you with this. Man, that is, you know, conference calling and talking to your existing customers is just the bomb, okay? Now, with doing that, if you're doing that on a regular basis, guess what, guys? Now you can also use these calls, right, to also drop new products into their mindset, okay? Because a lot of times everybody may not be on social media at the same time that you're on social media, or everybody may not come into your brick and mortar store. So if you've got their attention and you're doing this weekly call with your customers or making it to where they can access you, not only are you assessing their needs and taking care of them, but now, guys, if you do have a new product or a new service, you can drop that into the call, and I guarantee you somebody's going to bite, okay? So I'm going to get off of that. Hopefully that's been very helpful to you guys. Now we're going to move on to how you can attract new customers. But I do want to say, before we go into attracting new customers, your existing customers, though, that's your money, guys. That's your money. It really is. And if you're not continuing to make money off of them, it's because you're not feeding them. And what I mean by feeding them is that you're not providing them more value, okay? Because when you provide people more value and you help them to grow, guess what they're going to do? They're going to continue to sow into you. It's like fertile ground, right? They're going to continue to sow into that fertile ground because they want to produce more crops, okay? So if you are not continuing to get more sales from your existing customers, it's because the soil that you have is not fertilized and you're not helping them to grow. If you can continue to produce products and services, right, that is going to help them to grow, I guarantee you they're going to sow into you. I promise you. Try it and come back and let me know and tell me, Sue, you were right. You were right. So with your existing customers, continue to think out of the box. Continue to find ways to help them to prosper. A lot of times I will go, and I'm giving you guys tricks and trades. And I didn't even, honestly, guys, I had no intention of going this way this morning, but I am. I'm giving you tricks and trades that I actually use. Like sometimes I'll go onto my existing customers' social media pages and I'll just start analyzing it, right? And I know what business they're in, right? Because I try to study my customer so that I can, be psychic and see ahead of time what I think that they may require or what they may think that they need so that I can provide it for them. So I'll go study their pages, right? And I'm looking and I'm like, okay, well, you're in the hair industry, but you're not showing me your talents. You're not advertising your salon or your barbershop. You're not showcasing your skills. And Instagram is the place where you want to put those skills up, right? Pictures, right? And Facebook is where you want to put that out, right? So I'm like, wow, I'm looking at your pages here, and all I see is that you're sharing a bunch of funny videos from people from all across the world, but I can't see anything about your business. So, guys, I'll go into their inbox, politely go into their inbox and say, hey, how's it going? Hope everything's all right. I said, just want to share a quick tip with you. I really think that you can spunk up your sales and get more exposure and get more traffic into your business if you start sharing some stuff about your business. Start sharing some business tips on how people can have healthy hair. Start putting a video up showing how you took a client from transition them from A to Z. Put a picture up. Get a video from an existing client saying how they adore your services and da-da-da-da. And I just dropped that into their inbox. They didn't ask me for it. I didn't charge them for it. But guess what? I see that they need it. And they come back and they're like, oh, my God, Sue, you're right. Okay, thank you. I'm going to implement that. And it may have taken me 2-3 minutes to do that. But guess what? I'm strengthening the relationship with my existing customers. And sometimes, since we're moving into gaining new customers, if I want to gain new customers, right, people that are on my friends list, but they have not yet bought from me, I'll go and I'll analyze their page, and I'll tell them the same thing. Listen, guys, the About section on your Facebook page tells a lot. And for people who are running businesses and you don't have your About section filled out, telling what you do, shame on you. When you get off this call, if you are calling yourself a business owner or you are pushing some type of opportunity, you best go and update your About section, because I guarantee you anybody that is friending you is doing one of two things. They're checking out your About section and they're checking out your news feed, your timeline, okay? So you really need to have those two things filled with who you are about or what you are, selling. I'm not saying all day long your news line, your time feed needs to be buy. No, it shouldn't be that. It should be a combination of different things, and that's another call in and of itself. But if all I see when I go down your timeline is a bunch of funny videos from different comedians, and that's all I see, or I see a bunch of profanity or nothing because you haven't posted in the last week, guys, that's not a good indication of who you are or what you are about. That's why you are not making new sales. That's why you are not attracting new people. So what I'll do is I'll go and I'll look at people who haven't bought from me, and I'll analyze their timeline if they're in business. And I'll do the same thing. I'll go into their inbox and I'll give them some information. And they're shocked, guys. They're really, really shocked, because how many people out there are going around and saying, hey, here's some tips. I checked your timeline out and blah, 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 and I checked your About section out, and I've seen you do this. Maybe you'd want to tighten up your About section on your Twitter or on your social media platforms like Facebook and LinkedIn, so people can know who you're about, because before they friend you, they're going to check you out. If it's a radio station looking for an interview, they want to check you out. They want to see if you have a website. They want to see if you've been on any other shows. They want to see what you're into. Are you a coach? Blah, 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 blah. What problems can you solve? So I'll drop that in their inbox, and then I'll probably drop a video marketing tip or something like that, or I'll drop a tip to tell them how they should post a little more often. You really should post 5 to 7 times a day at a minimum, and here's the reason why. Everybody is not on Facebook the same time that you are. So if you're posting at least 5 to 7 times a day at a minimum, you're going to catch people that you would normally not catch. And here's what I suggest you do. Post a mixture of videos, pictures, tips, and ask questions. So many people don't ask questions. Yeah, ask a general question. What did you have for lunch? You'll be surprised on how much engagement you get. Why do we want that engagement? We want that engagement because it opens up your edge rank on Facebook, which means more people get to see what you put on Facebook, because whether you know it or not, Facebook is restricting who gets to see what you post because they want you to buy Facebook ads. Okay, which leads us into my next thing. If you want to get new clients, guys, come up out the pocket and run some Facebook ads. I'm not talking about sponsored posts, promoting your post, because when you promote your post for that $6.99, that's just taking your post to the top of the news feed for your friends that are already on there to see it. Okay, so we want to attract new friends, attract new people, buying people, right? So why not do some PPC ads, which is Facebook ads? You can do them for as little as $1 a day. You can target who you want your ad to appear in front of. So if you want your ad to appear in front of women between the ages of 18 to 25 who have a college degree, who live in South Carolina, who like basketball, guys, you can target the ads just like that specific, and even more specific should you desire to do so. And for those of you that don't know how to run Facebook ads, I have a course that teaches you how to do that. I've been able to put myself out there, gain new exposure, worldwide from the simple fact of running Facebook ads. I have customers that are in my course from India, from California, from North Carolina, from Africa, from all over the world. And just recently we got somebody from the UK. And it's all because I'm extending my reach, okay? There is more to the world than what you see. We have this beautiful thing called the internet. Use the gift, okay? Use the gift and allow it to make room for you. That's what the internet is for. So definitely you want to run some Facebook ads, some PPC ads, okay? And like I said, you can run them for as little as $1 a day. You also want to get yourself a fan page, okay? Yeah, you got your personal profile page, but you need a fan page as well. Now, a lot of people say, oh, I don't have a lot of fans. Guys, I'm here to tell you, there are people who have like 500 fans, 200 fans, and they make more money than somebody with 5,000, 10,000 fans, okay? I'm here to tell you that a lot of likes does not equate to a lot of money. It's you that's going to equate to a lot of money. It's how you engage your customer. It's how you present your products and your services that's going to bring you a lot of money. If you are not presenting yourself as an authority, as a credible person, you are not going to gain a lot of money. Sue, how do I present myself as a credible, authoritative person in my field, as an expert? Boom, glad you asked. Here's what I want you to do. If you are not doing calls like the one that you are on right now, you need to start doing it. I don't care if you're afraid to speak. The only way to get over it is to start doing it. If you are not doing these calls, you need to start doing it. People look at you differently when you can do these type of calls and give them information that they're seeking or happen to open up, something in their mind that they currently weren't thinking about. And they look at you like, oh, my God, you know it all. I get asked all the time, Sue, how do you know so much? How are you able to share so much? Guys, let me tell you why and how I'm able to share so much. Because I never stop learning. I never stop analyzing stuff. I'm on Facebook. It may seem like I'm on there a lot, but I'm really not. I automate a lot of stuff. And when I am on there, I'm analyzing people. I'm looking at their habits. I'm looking at their Facebook walls. I'm looking at their Twitter. I'm looking at their LinkedIn. I'm always reading. I'm always listening to audio. I'm always getting into training. I'm always going to conferences. I'm always getting into masterminds because I'm always learning. Guess what? I'm always going to be able to do. And if I'm always able to do, I'm always going to be able to teach. It's a simple process. Learn some, do some, and teach some. And the teachers are the one that make the money. The creators are the one that make the money. So start to do these calls. Start to read more. You can take a chapter out of a book and talk about that chapter for like 8 different calls before you even go to the second chapter in the book. If the book has 30 chapters, oh my God, let's multiply that. 8 times 30 chapters, right? 8 calls times 30 chapters. That's 240 calls that you have in one book, and you haven't even gone to the next book yet, okay? So start to do these calls. Number 2, start to blog. When you become a blogger, you present yourself as an authority. But another thing that blogging does for you guys, it attracts new customers, okay? Because when people are out there on Google and they're putting in keywords and they're searching for stuff and you pop up, guess what? You just attracted a new customer. Now on your blog, you've got your call information. I do this call every Wednesday. Come and check out my call. Now you're attracting new customers on your calls, on your blog, okay? Number 3, I want you to join social media groups that exist in LinkedIn and Facebook. Join the groups, not to spam the groups, okay? Once again, join the groups, not to spam the groups, but to actually provide great feedback, because guess what? If you are a number 1 contributor in those groups on LinkedIn and Facebook and you're stirring up discussion and you're giving great tips and strategies, guess what's going to happen, guys? People are going to want to come over to your fan page or come over to your profile and say, who is this guy? Who is this girl? They know a lot of stuff, and, man, they're giving a lot of value away for free. So guess what they're going to do? They're going to look at your About section. That's why it's so important to have that filled out. They're going to go look at your About section to see who you are. Then if your profile is open to the public to be viewed, they're going to scroll down your timeline to see what you are about. Now, if you don't have anything posted about your business, if you don't have any videos posted, if you don't have any great tips and strategies posted, you just lost a potentially new client, okay? So that's why you want to get into those groups and get interactive and share some great stuff, okay? You want to gain more clients, gain new audience, get on radio and TV. It's easier than you think. I have a course that actually tells you how to do that. It's easier than you think. Actually, guys, everything that I'm sharing with you today, I have a course that teaches you that. And I'm not trying to sell the course, but I'm just saying I know I'm throwing a lot of information at you, and you may not know where to start. And, the big thing is get with a mentor or a coach, and I've got it for you. So get on radio, get on TV. You're definitely going to attract a new audience. Start to host webinars. Guys, I will say this to you. For a while there, I was hosting a webinar every week, okay? And sometimes I would do a webinar 2 times a week. Now, we know that when doing a webinar, right, we're collecting people's emails, okay? So boom, there you go. Sometimes I would have like 60, 70 people's emails from one webinar. So in 1 week, I could collect about 120 different emails, and some of those people would be new, and some of them would be existing clients. But here's the thing. I've collected 120 emails that I can now plug into my database, that I can now have a direct communication with them, okay? So I'm doing webinars to share content with them, to give them value, but also at the end of my webinars, guys, I am also showing them in a subtle way my new courses and the new services that I have to offer. And I have to tell you that I have been very, very, very successful with getting new clients and selling new products from doing webinars, okay? So, again, with webinars, it's a 2-for-1 situation. You get the emails, and number 2 is you get to sell your coaching and products on the back end after you provided them with valuable content, okay? So, and here's my favorite, I guess. You know, outside of running Facebook ads, doing PPC, I guess my favorite would be videos. I put a video up, guys, July 15th. What is today? I don't even know what today is. When you work from home being an internet marketer, you tend to lose track of the date. It's July 23rd. So what is that? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 7 days. Yeah, 7 days. 7 days ago, I put a video up on my fan page, right? And here's another tip I want to give to you. I put a video up on my fan page, and the video basically just said, hey, you know, you want to blame everybody for your downfall. You think that everybody's out to get you, da-da-da-da. Basically, it's not them. It's you. You're sabotaging yourself. The video, guys, was 1 minute and 58 seconds. The video today, I checked it today, has had 205 shares on Facebook. And I want to say this to you. Before I even boosted the post, and what I mean by boosting the post is I paid $2 on my fan page to boost the post so it can be seen to other people who may not have seen it. Before I even spent that $2, I had about 170 shares already just off organic views. Well, what I mean by organic views is that people was just sharing the video. I didn't have to pay to do it. It was just growing. It was a virus just going out there. Now, guys, that is crazy because above that video, after I seen that it had been shared about 10 times, guess what I did? I went back into that video and I shared my website. And with me putting my website above that video, now when people watch that video, they're going to be like, oh, my God, I love this girl. And they're going to check out my website. They're going to see the products and the services that I offer. But not only that, guys, I think I gained almost 200 likes off that video, people that actually joined my fan page because that video was circulating like crazy. Okay, I have somebody who's about to buy my coaching package that just liked my page last week because of that video. So I say to people who are not using videos for video marketing, man, come here, let me slap your face. Because let me tell you why videos work and why they will help to attract new clients. If you will notice on Facebook, and I'm just speaking about Facebook, okay, YouTube is a whole different animal. If you learn how to rank your videos on YouTube and get them to stay, people are going to find you just by Googling you, just by putting in keywords to find your videos, and you're going to continuously make sales in your sleep. You'll make sales off of videos that you may have posted a year ago. I'm telling you, this is the truth. So with videos, right? Here's the thing. You want to do your videos. People are going to share them. People are going to like you. They're going to connect with your personality, get to hear you, see you, feel you, breathe your authenticity, and they're going to like you. And remember, one of the things about selling is it has to be a certain type of likability, okay? They have to like the salesperson. I mean, let's be real. It doesn't matter how much you like a car, right? If you don't like the person who's trying to sell it to you, you'll go to a different dealership. Woo! That in of itself, that was a tweetable. So what am I saying to you? That what I have to offer, guys, is really no different than what somebody else has to offer, other than the fact that I'm offering me. I'm branding myself. And that's the great thing about you. What you have to offer is probably no different than somebody else, other than the fact that it's you, and your likability is unique. You are unique. So always brand yourself, and you can do that via videos. So, guys, that's kind of like been my spiel today. I just really wanted to get that out. I know a lot of people are having a hard time trying to sell to their existing customers and having a hard time trying to attract new customers. And there are so many other different ways to attract new customers. But for the sake of this call, I usually try to keep it between 15 to 20 minutes. We're going to stop right there. But I think that in and of itself is enough to get you going. But here is the thing. No matter what you do, you have to remain consistent. Even if it looks like it's not working, you have to remain consistent, and you have to have the faith that it is working. I have videos that have produced money for me, or have produced a radio or TV show opportunity for me that are a year old, okay? So you cannot stop working it. Every day I want you to create. I don't care if it's creating a blog. I don't care if it's creating a video. I don't care if it's creating a new teleconference call. I don't care if it's creating a new webinar. I don't care if it's creating a new product or a new service, or creating a new way to reinvent yourself to reach new customers, but also to entice your existing customers to buy whatever it is that you have created. You have to continuously create and build. Napoleon Hill said the mind can do one of two things. It can either build or destroy. I think that I've allowed my mind to destroy for so long to now I'm just really excited about the building process. And hence the reason why I keep coming up with new ways to reinvent myself. And guys, I want to tell you, when people see that you're doing videos, when people see that you are blogging, when people see that you are on YouTube, that you are on LinkedIn, that you are on Facebook, you're on Twitter, you're on Snapchat, you're doing webinars, you're creating courses, you're coaching, you're speaking, you're doing all this, you're a writer. Whatever it is that your fancy is, you're doing all these things. People are going to hold you in high regard. They're going to look at you differently. And I'm telling you this from experience. And they're going to want to connect with you. And guys, this is another thing that I want to share, and I'm going to open up the call. If you want to attract new customers, share the testimonies of your current customer. That's very, very, very important. Share the testimonies of your current customers. Get your customers to write you something up, or if you can, get them to do a video of the great services and products that you have done. Or even if you haven't sold them a thing, maybe you did some free counseling, some free consulting. Get them to do a video or write something up stating how you gave of your time and the strategies that you taught them, or the cliff notes that you shared with them has really helped to advance their business, elevate them, and take them to another level. So, guys, at this time, I'm going to open up the call to see if anybody has any questions, or if you want to make a comment. If you do, just hit *6. Let me open up the call. Just hit *6 if you want to make a comment. Maybe you want to share a tip about how to attract new customers, or how to get your existing customers to buy, or maybe you have a question. At this time, we're going to open it up for a couple of minutes for any questions or any comments. And all you have to do is hit *6 on your phone. *6. Okay. And if nobody comes out, that is fine. I thank you all for, we have someone that just come out. Okay, last four of the phone number is 2723. State your name and your question or your comment.
Hey, Sue, thank you very much. This is Coach L.A., the accountability coach. Let me just say that you did a super fantastic job in giving great information regarding how to get your business out there. I'd just like to offer up this little thing. We have to make sure that we are secure in our message and our brand. And that's important, because if you don't know your brand, you don't know your niche market, then you're not going to know how to really advertise and get your message out there. So the number one thing I just want to offer up is to make sure that you know specifically what your message is, because there's some people, even on Facebook, they're all over the place, and I'm not sure exactly what they're looking to sell or offer me at this time. So I'm very careful as to the likes that I like. I'm careful who I tie myself to. People send me numerous of, hey, go ahead and like my page, and I don't, because I'm very careful who I tie myself to, because people are watching that as well. So thank you very much in giving this information as to how we can attract more clients. Thank you very much.
Awesome, Lance. And you know what? Before you go, I don't know, while you were talking, I wanted to ask you to tell people how they can get in contact with you. Tell them briefly about what you do. You know, I'm going to give you a few minutes to broadcast yourself.
Thanks, Sue. One of the biggest dynamics in a personal life and in corporation is accountability. Accountability is missing in any equation today. Unfortunately, business is down and excuses are up. And so I got into accountability, the market accountability, because I saw that everybody was making excuses as to why they couldn't be successful. And so I go into businesses and I look at their strategies, I look at the solutions, I look at things that they have in place, and I go back to the individual. So my specific area of expertise is keeping people accountable, keeping them responsible for their own actions, and why people aren't further along as they should be, because people don't believe in accountability partners. So I'm an accountability coach, and I pair people up, because you can be further along in your success if you just invite somebody in, somebody trustworthy that will hold you personally responsible for your actions. So you have a lot of people on this call, and they have no accountability partners, nobody to say, hey, they got friends and they got associates, but they don't have a partner, somebody who can travel along with them. And that's what I do. I come in, I see why you're not as further along, and I'm a coach. I've been doing this for quite some time, and I just travel with you. I don't give you the answers, but I travel with you as your tour guide. So that's my particular niche market and accountability.
And just tell them real quick how they can get in contact with you.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. You can go to www.speakministry.org, or you can contact me direct at 917-586-2723. That's 917-586-2723. And you can just face me on Facebook, and I'm everywhere. I'm on LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, every place. And I thank you for giving me this opportunity, Sue.
No problem. All right, anybody else, *6, *6. Hey, today is your time to advertise who you are. I'm giving you that. I don't know, it just came on me. I said, you know what, I'm going to give you a chance. If you want to come out and talk real quick, you can just tell about your business real quick, how people can contact you. But, guys, if no one else comes out, *6, we are going to go ahead and close the call. Thank you, Coach L.A., for your comments. I thank you guys for always joining us every Wednesday. Oh, we have one other person real quick. Last 4 is 6933. Your name?
Hi, this is Stevie Aisha Mills, and I just wanted to chime in. I'm sitting here. It's so interesting. A lot of times you know what you're supposed to do, but you just need that accountability, like you were saying, that reconfirmation. So I'm sitting here getting my Hootsuite scheduled for the day and the week, but I wanted to chime in and just let you know that you're doing some dynamic things, and I appreciate you for all that you're doing.
Thanks, Stevie. Now tell them what you do real quick and where they can find you, because you know you're doing some great things as well.
Thank you. I am able to be found at www.stevie.com, and it's STEVII.com. I assist women primarily to find their God-given it factor, so I believe that everybody has something special inside of them. We just need to equip them with the tools to succeed, to draw them out and to show up in front of the world. So that is what I do. We do some discovery, and we do some destination as far as telling you or seeing where you want to go and putting it out for the world.
Awesome. So I want to thank Coach L.A. and thanks Coach Stevie for coming out and sharing their comments and their gifting. So, guys, listen, I believe in sharing, okay? And like Coach L.A. said, you got to be secure with your branding. So I believe that what's for me is for me and what's for them is for them. So definitely if what they share, what they have to offer resonates with you, definitely contact them ASAP. And I'm going to invite you guys to come back out next Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you haven't already connected with me, make sure you find me on Facebook. Fan page is Sue Ham, S like Sam, UE-HAM. And also, if you're looking for all the great courses and services I offer, please find me on my website at suham.com, SUEHAM.com. In parting, guys, you know I always have to encourage you to live, love, learn, and laugh. Don't quit. Follow your dreams to success. And you better believe I am loving you to life. You guys take care.